Commentary Booth is a show for media lovers by media lovers just like you. If you want to support the show, go to pariomagazine.com.au. Welcome to the Commentary Booth, where we watch, and you guessed it, commentate on the week that was in movies and TV. I'm your host and play-by-play commentator, Jamie Apps, and each week I will be joined by a rotating cast of colour commentators to help you find your next viewing treat. This week we celebrate 100 episodes of the Commentary Booth, and to celebrate we have the majority of the cast here today to do our 2022 movie hype check. Before we dive into the upcoming movies of 2022, we should probably welcome into the cast. Let's welcome to the show the man with many favourite films, Jaxon Carr.
Love films,
And
love
then-
TV shows.
Loves beers too.
Love beers.
Don't forget that.
And then rounding out the cast, the man who will give us the most outrageous hot takes ever on this episode, Blake Robinson.
What up? I got a quick early hot take. Snowboard cross is my new favourite sport. It's
I don't
lit.
even know what that
It's
is.
like BMX racing, but they're on snowboards.
On snowboards.
Yeah. Big Winter Olympics fan these days. Hate the snow though. You won't see me near the snow.
Really? I thought you would
I
be a
just like
snow
walking.
person.
Oh, no. No, I love the... Yeah, you'd think so, because I love the cold, but no, I don't do the snow. It just reminds me of the beach. It's like the same sort of concept. I mean, I don't do the beach, so no snow for me. I'll happily watch it, though.
That is a hot take because I would have
That is it.
I would 100% called you as a snow person.
Nah, I don't like it.
Like you're weird.
Because it reminds me of the sand.
So I'm half expecting you to come out with the most ridiculous, most hype movie for this year. So we'll see what he
I've got a
picks.
doozy.
Yeah, so basically we're just going to go through the calendar of movies that are coming up this year. We've all had a chance to sit down and look at a bunch of the trailers, if not all of them. And we'll see which ones we're most hyped about and which ones we're not overly excited for, but the ones that they might come out and surprise us later in the year. So first up is probably the one I'm the most excited for at the moment. On March 3rd, we get The Batman, which is Robert Pattinson's Batman. And then it also has Colin Farrell as the Penguin. And it looks like it's a pretty dark take on the Batman story. They've already confirmed that it's not going to do the typical Batman origin story. So we're just getting a straight up Batman, Joker, Penguin, Catwoman story. And clocking in at 3 hours. How are you guys feeling about the Batman?
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I remember when we saw was it The Matrix, Jamie, and the trailer first came on, and you were like, "Oh, check this out!" You were excited. And I was like, "I have no idea what this is." And then by the 10-minute time was over, I was like, "Oh my god!"
It looks very moody. Very moody. Well, at least that's how they built the trailer. I'm getting Joker vibes from it. The
Yeah,
recent
it looks like
Joker
it's looks like
pretty
it's sort
dark.
of emo
Probably
Batman.
not for kids. Yeah. Very intrigued to see Colin Farrell, as I think everyone is. I think that's the selling point here.
That's my favorite thing with this movie. Just showing
Colin
people
Farrell.
Colin Farrell and
It's the best.
Yeah, I saw that
Shocking them
girl
every
on the
time.
other episode, and she was like looking it up, and her reaction, that was hectic. I like that.
Unbelievable. Yeah, they did him
But yeah,
dirty in that role.
and yeah,
Everyone's sort of forgotten the fact that Robert Pattinson is Batman. And they're just like, "Whoa, look at this dirty little Colin Farrell penguin."
yeah, I'll be interested to see how Robert Pattinson goes. Like in what was it, Tenet? He was great. So I feel like this is a good
that's what I
chance for
mean.
him to shed that Twilight
I think he has.
stigma that he has.
He's played some pretty badass roles in recent years, and I definitely think he's shaken it. He's a genuine actor. Like you said, Tenet was unbelievable.
Guys, I haven't seen that movie.
I'm not surprised. That doesn't surprise me. Like, that's one
What
movie I
the
didn't
hell?
expect Jackson to have seen yet.
You missed the boat, so you had to see it in the cinema.
It just seems like I've tried to watch it, and it just seems like I have to use my brain too much. So
Yeah,
maybe
it is one of them.
I think I'll watch it when I go through my periods of sobriety this year, because I have.
Yeah, you got to be switched on. Yeah, you got to be switched.
Yeah,
It's not just a laid back Sunday watch.
Yeah, no.
On
Okay.
your, it's not a phone scroller.
I'll do it the night before I run the marathon. That'll really put me in the right mood for the next day.
100%. Yeah, to be focused. It's really good. I've still only seen it once. I've been meaning to watch it a second time to probably get my head around it.
I want to go back and do what Jess did and watch it with the like explainer article, so it sort of gives you an understanding of what everything means as you're going through it, because it is a
really
hectic movie.
lost me at one point when they were like walking back through that time machine thing.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
a full-on movie.
Now I don't know what's going on.
So then on the calendar, the next movie, March 11th, is Pixar's Turning Red. And this one, I feel like Disney keep doing Pixar dirty. Their last like 3 or 4 movies have been bumped from theaters directly to Disney Plus. This one's no different. And it's all about a young girl who basically, when she gets really emotional or angry, turns into a giant red panda. And it has like this cool 2000s boy band soundtrack. So I think the soundtrack is what's selling me on this.
Yeah, I'm personally a bit of a fan of Disney Plus getting jacked up.
Yeah, I like that. I like that they do that as well, because I don't know, like it helps sell their streaming service and make the streaming service even stronger.
Like finally
especially
justified.
there's so many at the moment. So I also really wish that I could turn into a red panda when I get angry or emotional, because then I'd be a red panda a lot. It'd be quite nice, especially at work, sitting at my desk in my hot room. Like
instead, you turn into a blueberry, like Violet.
Violet.
Yeah, no, it looks fun.
That's getting clipped out.
There you go.
So yeah, that looks fun. And for me personally, Pixar being on Disney Plus works, because I'm not going to go to a cinema and watch a Pixar movie. So for it to just go directly to Disney Plus,
Tuesday with all the kids.
No, thank you.
Daytime movies. Yeah, I'm all for it too.
And then on March 17th, this is the Blake Robinson special, Downton Abbey, A New Era. Not one for me, but
no. They have been smashing the promos for it, haven't they?
Oh yeah, they're pushing this one pretty hard. So.
It's got a following, bro. I don't know.
I feel like if I watch Downton Abbey, I might be interested, but it just does nothing for me at all.
Maybe we can all start watching it from the start, and maybe we'll just be hooked on it.
I know a lot of people that actually get around it. Like, I don't know how
I've heard that before.
So many different demographics as well, but I want to get into it. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to get into like a good fight.
Is there heaps of it? Like, just heaps?
Yeah, I think so.
How many episodes? 6 seasons there is.
I don't think they're very long seasons. I think they might only be like 6 or 7 episodes.
About that?
Okay. That's still a decent chunk of British period drama to watch.
That's the character building viewing.
That's right. We'll mark Downton Abbey, A New Era down for Jackson. He can watch that one and let us know if it's any good.
What's that?
I won't say at the movies. I'll probably say it in like 2 or 3 years, because that's pretty much my standards these days. You know, unless it's a Marvel movie, Jamie, you're taking me somewhere, or a Guy Ritchie movie, give me 2 or 3 years. So maybe episode 200, we'll talk about it.
Hey, speaking of Marvel movies, I don't do the Marvel movie thing, but there's one coming out. What's it called? It actually looks watchable for me. You're probably going to mention it anyway. Yeah,
it's probably one of the ones on the end of the year. So we'll just keep going and we'll see if it pops up.
Keep going.
March 24, we get The Lost City, which for me, like, it's the poster sold me on this. At first I read the name, I was like, I have no idea what this is, but this is an romantic adventure comedy starring Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, Daniel Radcliffe as the bad guy, and then Brad Pitt makes a cameo at the end as well. So this looks like it's going to be sort of right up Jackson's alley as the sort of weird, funny, romantic movie. Kind of like, what was it, Red Notice?
Yeah, it's got those vibes, eh? Sandra Bullock's been in heaps lately.
She's making a
Swear.
comeback.
Yeah. Come on. Is she in Batman? Is she Who's Batwoman? Catwoman, sorry. Same thing.
It's not Sandra Bullock. I spoke about it last week. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, it's not Sandra Bullock. But yeah, Lost
Is it
City.
Julia Fox, because it should be.
No, it's a black actress,
True.
but not Zendaya.
Oh damn.
Someone similar. But yeah,
Oh, Zoe
The
Kravitz.
Lost City.
Is it?
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
it.
It
right.
would be. Is she dating Robert Pattinson in real life? Is that a thing? Maybe they did.
I think
Maybe they
that's
are
something I've heard
post
before.
Batman.
Mm.
They probably are
Actually-
post filming Batman.
Well, I feel like it got filmed 12 years ago and we've been waiting forever for it.
That's like a lot of the movies on this list. There's some later in here that have been delayed.
Some that I completely forgot were coming out, and I'm very excited about all of a sudden again.
Mm-hmm. And then to close out March, we get Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Did either of you check out the first Sonic?
No, I was Sega was a bit before my time. I did go to Sega World when it was in Darling Harbour though. Do you remember that, Jackson? You would.
Yeah.
How good was it?
Oh,
They're like my earliest memories of going to Darling Harbour was Sega World.
see, it was hectic.
Yeah,
Oh.
that my blue building.
Yeah, the blue. Oh,
Glass,
oh yeah.
glass cone thing. Yeah, hectic. No, I don't watch Sonic.
I saw the first Sonic movie, but before I saw it, I was at the Bavarian Beer Cafe, and I think I drank about 4 liters of beer. So I don't really remember seeing Sonic. And I think during it, I got really bored, and I started betting on horses. So I really wasn't enjoying that movie. So I probably would like to see the second one as well.
Okay. Well, yeah, for me, I liked
is one way
the
to do it.
first Sonic. It kind of, I wasn't expecting a lot from it, and then when it was pretty decent, I was happy with that. Like, it was one of those ones where you go in and go, this is going to be terrible, and then it wasn't as bad as you're expecting, so you walk out like, okay, I'm happy with that.
He reminds
And
me of
this one-
Crazy Frog.
Ring,
Ring, ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
And this one introduces Tails and Knuckles, so I'm hoping that's cool. We'll see. It could suffer bad sequel syndrome, though, and just ruin everything. And
Or like Shrek 2, bad sequel syndrome.
is that a hot
I'm
take?
wrong.
I don't remember if
Yeah, I'm-
Shrek 2 is bad or not.
Shrek 2 is horrible. It's no Shrek 1 anyway.
How does Shrek 2 compare to Home Alone 4?
It's waiting in the car park while the ball game happens. It's not even in the same ballpark.
Okay, so
Home Alone 4
then
is unrivaled.
April 1st, I feel like this is like a joke at the moment. Morbius finally hit cinemas after 6 delays. It was initially slated to come out in July 2020. They moved the date because Ghostbusters Afterlife announced that they were going to come out on the same day. So Morbius got out of that way, but then Ghostbusters Afterlife ended up getting delayed anyway. So Morbius they moved to July 31st, 2020. Then they got bumped to March 19, 2021. Then they moved to October 8, 2021. And now then they went to January 28th of this year. And then they got delayed like a week before it came out and are now coming out on April 1st, which I feel like is just a joke. Like,
Maybe,
after 6 delays, it seems funny that they're coming out on April 1st.
Yeah, I don't trust anything that's happening on April 1st, to be honest with you.
They'll probably bump it out on Disney Plus on April 1st. I don't know if it's a Disney movie, but they'll just be like, hey, we're just doing this now because, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Sony Marvel entry, sort of Jared Leto playing vampire, basically. And the trailer looks cool, but after so many delays, I just have no hopes for this movie. Like, I feel like it's going to be absolute
It's
garbage.
starting to question why.
Like, why have they not been more determined to get it out when cinemas were sort of half
They went
open?
way over budget, and they just have to get it in cinemas to try and make some money back. Even if
Well-
that might not be a fair indication if it's good or bad. Whereas if it went
I
straight
ima-
to streaming services, you could probably assume it's crap.
I imagine their marketing budget is through the roof if they've
Yeah,
sort of
for money to
promoted 6 release dates and now they're finally
spend.
coming out.
Do you know how annoying it is when you have to do an event on a marketing perspective and then have to delay? Like, and I do pub marketing and for music events, so my budget's like this. I couldn't imagine the money that they put in for like a release on like the biggest rush come in the world, and then just being like, nope, we've lost this. Like, they're not going to make money from this movie, even if they like. It's fucked.
Just like all the posters and billboards, advertising of all the, like with the original dates on it, they got to change all that. It's just
change every single time. And you've got your designers that have to change it, redo marketing budgets. Like, it'd be just so frustrating. Like,
And that, they've put out like 4 or 5 different trailers because they have to try and keep it fresh every time they announce the new date. And I think like the typical rule of thumb with movie marketing is whatever the budget for the film was, that's what the marketing budget was. So for them to then have to do that 6 times, like they are. I don't see them making money off this. This will be a one and done. The only way Morbius will come back is if he's included in the Blade movie. That's that one. Let's hope it's good, but no hopes for that one.
No, it's giving it no hope.
On April 7th, we get a double bill. We get The Northman and Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yeah, see, I really wanted to catch up on these Fantastic Beasts movies. I watched the original one and it was sick. No, I'm not even like Harry Potter nerd. I think the Johnny Depp adaptation got me interested. Is he in this one again?
Spoiler alert, he's not. He's not. He gets written out of it in the second one.
Because he got in trouble.
Yes.
Been naughty.
They
boy.
replaced him with
Yeah.
Who did they replace him with? Some other bloke, so he's not in it anymore. But The Northman looks cool. It's
The Northman does
like
look cool.
Epic history movie about Vikings, starring Alexander Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman, Anya Taylor-Joy, Ethan Hawke, Björk, and Willem Dafoe.
Yeah,
looks
man,
like
this looks badass, hey?
super violent, super like graphically gruesome. Directed by Robert Eggers, who directed the movie The Witch, which I loved. That was a great horror flick.
Probably Anya Taylor-Joy's breakout performance too. She was amazing in that. Just creepy as hell. Yeah, this looks sick. I completely forgot about this one too.
I need to go back and watch Robert Eggers' other movie, The Lighthouse, before this one comes out, I think.
Wait, I watched it like 2 weeks ago.
Worth it? Is it worth the watch?
So good.
I've heard mixed reviews.
So good. It's not for everyone, that's for sure. It's all black and white, and it's obviously only got 2 characters in it. Robert Pattinson, another one, badass role. So it's just Robert Pattinson beside Willem Dafoe, and it's very weird, very weird.
With no surprises to anyone, I don't know what you're talking about, but
it's on Netflix. Go on, it's called The Lighthouse.
Lighthouse, okay. And, okay, I've been scarred recently by a really artsy movie that I saw once, right, on a date a couple of weeks ago. So maybe I won't watch this, but I'll just take your word for it. You know.
Yeah, if you're not into artsy movies, I wouldn't watch The Witch or The Lighthouse. The Witch probably slightly more, but
whatever that thing was.
The French Dispatch. The French Dispatch.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my god, appreciate art, Jackson.
Yeah, I do appreciate art. Like when Portland beat the Lakers, that's the art to me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the French Dispatch was Blake's favorite movie of last year, I think, or this year, or whenever it came out.
So good.
Yeah. You must have had a good sleep. No, nothing anyway.
With The Northman, I feel like it's going to be one of those movies that gets critically loved, but like the public might snub this one just because it looks very sort of artsy. But I think the action might save it just.
Yeah, well, is it for everyone though? What's the release on it? Is it cinema?
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a cinematic one.
Ooh, that's mad.
From the sounds of it, we will mark that one down as a Blake movie, I think.
Yeah, that's
damn. I was hoping you'd make the me one.
That's a must watch.
But not Doctor Strange. That's definitely not a Blake one. The Northman. That's a Blake one. So then after that double bill, we get another double bill on April 14th Bullet Train and 13 Lives. Bullet Train is an action movie about 5 assassins who are all on a Japanese bullet train, and then they work out that all of their assignments are interconnected. And basically the assassins are Brad Pitt, Brian Tyree Henry, Zazie Beetz, Massey Oka from the show Heroes, Bad Bunny, and Sandra Bullock again.
I was just about to say you wouldn't believe who's in it.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. What are you doing there?
So yeah, that one looks like it could be interesting, but there was no trailer out yet, so that was surprising. Like, that's not that far away when you think about how close we are to
It
April.
reminds me of that movie. What is it? Was it The Train to Busan? Busan?
Yep.
Yes. Is it like that?
Yes. So
A Western
that'll be a
version
cool
of
one.
that.
And then the other one was 13 Lives, which is a sort of docudrama about the Thai cave rescue, directed by Ron Howard. So because it's directed by Ron Howard, I think that one could be interesting. He's a great director, so we'll see.
That only happened pretty recently.
See how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a few years ago.
Yeah, like less than 5 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. That was weird, eh?
It's another one that has Colin Farrell in it, so it looks like 2022 is the year of Colin Farrell and
Colin
Sandra
Farrell's
Bullock.
got another one coming out in March too. After Yang. Have you seen that trailer?
No,
Wow.
no idea.
It's coming out on Netflix. Apparently, they reckon it's his best performance ever. It's
There's
called
a new
After.
Guy Ritchie movie coming out for you, but you know Colin Farrell's born.
Don't talk about Guy Ritchie, mate.
You know Colin Farrell's born on the 31st of May, and so am I. So maybe we'll be out of the year together.
What kind of Colin Farrell are you, though? You're definitely not the coach Colin Farrell.
I love him.
How good is it? No one will ever reach that level.
Oh, that outfit as well that he wears.
How good is he?
Oh,
What a role.
what
He's
a movie.
he's so diverse. I love him. He
Yeah.
can play anything.
I'll see all these movies that come out this year because I just love him. So yeah, no.
Maybe Colin Farrell's Catwoman as well.
He's just put extra makeup and prosthetics on.
Nice.
I heard he's also going to be in the new Home Alone movie that's coming out as well that you love. So
Yeah, he's the parrot that rides on the truck.
And then, so that's the end of April. In May, we get Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That looks like it's going to be a mind breaker.
I'm so excited for this movie. Like, I think this is my number one movie I'm excited for this year. Like, I know Thor's coming out, but I just love Doctor Strange. I'm all about this character, and especially after Spider-Man, this is going to be, Blake will love it.
Yeah, no, I love Marvel movies. It's right up my alley, this one. I don't like Benedict Cumberbatch's little facial hair arrangement. Every time the trailer comes on, it irritates me. It just doesn't look real.
After that
These
Doctor
characters irritate me.
Strange sequence in Spider-Man, though, I feel like this one's going to be hard to watch. Like, there's going to be a lot going on, and you're going to have to be paying a lot of attention to understand this one.
Yeah,
But
100%.
it should be cool. So I'll put that one down as a Jaxon one, and when we get the invite for that one, Jaxon will be right there.
Whoa, kid in a candy store.
Man, I've even got a Marvel tattooed on my leg. Like, it's half Iron Man and half Stan Lee. So that's how much I like it.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. And then on May 12th, they just put out the trailer for this one. It's called Firestarter. It's a Blumhouse horror thriller about a young girl who has
Rings a bell.
pyrokinetic powers. So basically she can, whenever she gets angry or emotional, she can start fires with her mind. It stars Zac
hope they
Efron.
use Protestant. Oh, Zach.
Oh, yeah, no. Stephen King, yeah? It's based on
Yes.
Stephen King. Yeah, I seen it on the Today Show this morning.
Yep. Yes,
What's
that's...
the Today Show?
Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
the Today Show.
See? Hot takes. Jack. Hot takes.
Who does
Too
it?
young,
Yeah.
too young for Sega, but old enough to watch the Today Show. Like, you are.
Stuck in the middle somewhere.
Firestarter looks It looks a bit ridiculous, but it looks like it could be enjoyable. And Stephen King adaptations are usually pretty good.
Yeah. This is another. Actually, this is something I was going to mention when we're talking about Robert Pattinson, like shaking off Twilight. I thought of Zac Efron straight away. He is fully shaken off High School Musical. He's a badass actor now. He just gets whatever role he wants. Of which
have you watched
I need to watch Gold. I need to watch Gold, man. It's
no, you
probably
don't.
this weekend. What?
No, you don't.
I had a friend that worked on
it's real
the
bad.
trailer looks so good.
Yeah, the trailer looks awesome. The actual movie, not good.
Is it repetitive and like boring?
It is boring. It is 2.5 hours of my life I will never get back.
Wow, that is huge.
The ending was atrocious.
Wow, well, they've made that look exceptional. That movie.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, my friend worked on the movie, and apparently Zac Efron was the biggest fucking legend. He used to like always have the staff over to his house for like kick-ons.
He seems like a great guy.
They did a lot of things that, they did a lot
Couldn't
of
be
things
on a podcast.
Yeah,
Get him on. Get him on. He's basically Australian now, anyway.
They did a lot of fun activities, not sexual, but of another kind. But apparently, he's like the nicest bloke. Everyone's just like really friendly with everyone. So
yeah, he seems like a top bloke.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
And then
I'm a fan of the show.
May 26th. This is a big one. If you're me, this is a huge day. Bob's Burgers gets a movie, and then Top Gun Maverick finally comes out.
Hey.
Either of you fans of?
10 years ago.
Oh yeah. Are either of you fans of the Bob's Burgers cartoon show?
I've watched it and I've been entertained every time, but I don't watch it.
I'm a fan of Bob's moustache. I really like it. I feel moustache representation in cartoons hasn't really been a thing, and his one is very prominent and very shows respect to us fellow moustache people. So yes, I'm a fan of.
What's
Bob.
the daughter's name?
That's
she's a vibe.
Yeah, she's hilarious, and she looks funny in this movie.
Like, yeah.
This looks like a wacky, ridiculous extended episode, basically.
So it's a movie.
And, yeah, I hope it's as good as
mad.
like the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, I was just about to say Simpsons movie. How good was Simpsons movie? That could
The
have been
Simpsons movie was great,
tragic,
and it could have been trash.
Historic.
So hopefully, Bob's Burgers is good.
Yeah, that's mad. We need a Futurama movie too, I reckon.
I just saw today that Hulu's renewed, has got them for 20 more episodes because there's been a hiatus, but Hulu's they've got 20 more episodes coming out. So
that's mad. More feature lengths, please.
Well, I'll have to get Jaxon for the Bob's Burgers screening. Do a lookalike contest.
Perfect.
And then the other one, Top Gun Maverick. Are either of you excited for Top Gun Maverick?
Bro, Top Gun is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's probably top 3 of movies I've watched the most. Just pumped for this. This is going to be the biggest movie of the year. Has to be. I can't see anything being bigger.
We've got a hot take.
That's not even a hot take. That's just facts.
No, I think this one could be huge. Like, I don't know many people that don't like Top Gun.
I can't see it being bad either. This is going to be impossible to be a flop.
All they've got to do is hit all the nostalgia beats, show off some cool planes.
So much nostalgia.
That's it.
Yeah. You know what's cool too? That Iceman's actual son he flies with Maverick.
Goose's son.
Is it Goose's son?
Yeah, it's Goose's son.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so Tom Cruise comes back to play his iconic role as Maverick. He
ends up being a Top Gun teacher, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's a test pilot / instructor at the Top Gun school.
Yeah,
and he gets paired up with Bradley Bradshaw, also known as Rooster, who is the son of Goose. And then it looks like we're going to go to space. And this one was another one that has been bumped a bunch of times, and I think that is purely just because they want to hit the cinemas because it'll be a huge release.
Yeah, I know. Has it only been pushed back once, and they pushed it back all the way back at the start.
They've pushed it back 5 times.
Really?
Originally slated for July 12, 2019.
Yeah, well, I was going to say it wasn't even because of COVID that it got pushed back originally.
Yep, and then they bumped it basically a full year to June 26, 2020, and then 6 months later to December 23. Then they moved it to November 19, 2021, and now they've settled on May 27th, 2022. So there haven't been like small delays. They've been huge delays.
Wait, I'm just looking now. Val Kilmer, who plays Iceman, is actually in this. I wonder what his role is going to be.
Iceman?
Yeah, no, but like I wonder what the role of like Iceman's going to be. Like I wonder how he's going to fit in.
I'm assuming he'll just be like another test pilot and is like the adversary.
Alongside Maverick.
Yeah.
Wonder if they'll be pals.
The best part about this too is it's going to be on Paramount Plus 45 days after the cinema release. So even if you don't hit it at the cinema, I'll be hitting this up as soon as I can.
Yeah, I'm going out of my way to see this at the cinemas. It'll be unbelievable at the cinema.
You go all the way to George Street,
mate. I've been there many a time.
This is a bit of a
I
trip.
wish we still had IMAX.
I'll leave that though. Don't you worry. Yeah, same.
If we still had IMAX.
Is it still done?
I think they are. I don't think it's open yet, but
they don't.
No, it's not. They put the sign up yet.
They don't put new releases there, though, do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
I feel like this. Yeah. Eternals was in IMAX. We just didn't have an IMAX here. I feel like Top Gun would be the type of movie that they would have filmed in IMAX just because of those big wide shots would look incredible with the planes.
It looks friggin' incredible. I almost don't want to watch I've watched the trailer when it first came out, but I almost don't want to watch it again because I don't want to spoil anything. I know how good it's going to be, and I don't want to know more spoilers. I just want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm in full blackout.
I watched the trailer. I think I watched the trailer once. I was like, "Yeah, this is it. I've seen enough." And that was quite a couple of years ago.
So that rounds out May. In June, we get Baz Luhrmann's untitled Elvis movie, and that's pretty much all the details we have at the moment. They are filming an Elvis movie in Queensland, or they filmed an Elvis movie in Queensland, so we'll see if that's any good.
Playing Elvis again? Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Someone prominent.
Yeah, I cannot remember.
Yeah. Austin Butler. No, it's Austin Butler.
I don't know who that is.
Who the hell is Austin Butler? That's not a prominent name. What are you talking about?
That's the least prominent actor I've ever heard of in my life.
You look him up, you'll know who he is straight away.
Okay, I'll do that after this episode.
Or Colin Farrell.
And then on June 9th, we get Jurassic World Dominion. Again, this is just going to be another dinosaur movie, I guess. Same old with Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I don't know. What else can they do here?
I have no interest in watching that movie.
Yeah.
I saw the one the first remake that came out with Chris Pratt, and then I didn't see the second one.
It's all the same, eh?
Yeah.
You've seen it one, you've seen it all.
Yeah.
This will purely be a wait for this one to hit streaming services for me, I think.
She's a hungover Sunday job.
Mm-hmm. And then on the 16th, we get another double bill. Minions, The Rise of Gru, and the Buzz Lightyear spin-off movie Lightyear.
You talk about Minions for a sec, and I'll come back in when Buzz is playing and they're charging a laptop.
I am not overly excited about Minions. I didn't like the first one.
I don't think I've ever watched a second of Minion content in my life. So I have no interest in that whatsoever. I don't even... Do they speak English? Like, I don't really understand.
I don't think so. I think they just make weird noises. And yeah, I'm just not looking forward to... They like... The marketing, I can just tell already that it's going to be one of those ones where they just pop up everywhere and just are super annoying, and I'm not looking forward to that.
Okay, here's one for you. Which fast food company is going to get the brand deal and they'll be doing like a Minion burger? I'm putting my money on Hungry Jack's. Not like a burger, but they'll partner with one fast food company, and I
For like
reckon
that
100
Happy
Jackson
Meal
or
type
something.
thing.
Yeah, like
I reckon it's gonna be Macca's. Macca's will just
Or
throw
Tic-
out the cash.
what about Tic Tacs?
What I
Tic
miss?
Tacs get involved as well.
Yeah, we could see yellow Tic Tacs. The
I think there are
minions
Tic Tacs, right? Yeah.
probably. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. That one can. Out of the two movies coming out on June 16th, Lightyear is far and away more impressive to me.
Have I missed Buzz Lightyear chat?
No, you're going
No.
to take a Buzz Lightyear. I'm going to go get a beer because it's really hot in my room. Sorry.
Hey, this Buzz movie looks very I don't know, emotional. I don't know. It just looks sad for some reason and inspirational. it's got a weird vibe about it. Like I was never a Buzz fan. Like, if as a kid you were Buzz or Woody, eh?
Yeah, I
I
was
threw Buzz a bit of shade because I just love Woody so much. So, but I don't know. I feel like this is my chance to redeem myself and to like make truce with him.
I feel like what they've done with this is they've gone, okay, how old are people that grew up with Toy Story? Oh yeah, they're like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah,
Let's make a movie that's like emotional and hits those people hard.
that's what's happened.
And then
I've
the
seen
kids,
the trailer and I was like, oh, this is pretty hectic.
and then the kids will enjoy it just because it's a cartoon Pixar movie. But let's specifically target the
Toy Story, bro.
the 20,
Buzz
30 year
Lightyear
olds.
is my favorite character growing up as a child. I don't know what you guys are talking about because I was downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I was
Buzz
saying.
Lightyear literally is my favorite character of someone growing up. After all the movies I saw, more so than anyone from The Simpsons. Remember, I got like a Buzz Lightyear toy when it first came out. Wrote my name on the bottom of his shoe, and I just brought him everywhere.
Yes.
I love Buzz Lightyear. I'm so excited for this movie. And if they ruin this movie, I will cry, and I will not see another movie for months.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence. What do you reckon? You reckon it's going to be good, or like they've also made the trailer very moody and they've built it up well?
I don't know. I don't like to overthink things that, like nostalgic movies or shows that they try to redo because it can go one or two ways, and I don't want them to ruin this.
I think it'll be good. I think they realize that Toy Story is like the biggest Pixar property, and if they ruin it, that's not a good deal.
Yeah. Even that Toy Story 4, when they're like, we're not going to release anymore, then they released that one. I really liked that as well. So big Toy Story enthusiast, this guy.
Yeah.
Well, do they really get these wrong though? Do they? Like, they do it right. Like they did, like the Dory spin-off, and that wasn't horrible. Like they know how precious these movies are to people and these characters. Yeah. They're not going to just willy-nilly throw them out there.
The Dory spin-off wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either.
It's just because Finding Nemo was so friggin' good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think with Jax saying how much he loved Buzz, it's sold me on putting that one down as a Jax movie for this year.
Yeah, I'll wait for the Woody biopic.
Well, we could always do we could always have a one of these three ways if you want to talk about Buzz as well, or you can stick to Woody on the three way.
No, I'm on the Woody boy.
My big
Woody
question is, do they use the post-credit scene to set up a Woody spin-off?
100%.
I was just about to say, does he come into it at the end? For sure. That's a good call. I reckon. I'm back it in.
Yeah, if they don't, I will be stunned. Like,
yeah,
that's just a license to print money.
Like, how do they pick between Woody and Buzz? Like, why does Buzz get one? Like, who's more significant? You'd think Woody would be the more significant character. Like, why are they choosing Buzz? Maybe they're using Buzz as sort of like to throw the line in to tease people, like the bait. Then the big one's going to be the Woody one. Because everyone's going to be like, oh, the Buzz one was sick, but what about Woody? He was the main character. Then
yeah, I feel like that's what they're doing.
Then people are just left so thirsty at the end.
And in the Toy Story movies, they give you like little hints of what Buzz's backstory is without actually showing it. So this is them. Here's his backstory, and then they'll do a Western for Woody.
Eh? Oh, Woody Western. Sign me up.
Alrighty, so we'll mark that one down. And then to close out June is the movie called The Black Phone, starring Ethan Hawke. Now, this one is another one I'm super excited for, just based on the one trailer that is out so far.
Where's Ethan Hawke been for the past? Have I missed out? I haven't heard his name in like 5 years.
Yeah, I don't think he's done much. Kind of fell off the planet, but he's coming back with The Black Phone, which is a supernatural horror flick about a young boy that gets abducted by Ethan Hawke's character. And then when this boy is trapped in this basement, he is able to communicate with all of the previous children that were abducted via a disconnected telephone. So it's all about like them trying to help this kid escape. And it looks really creepy and really intense. And
this is a nightmare one.
Yes,
it looks scary.
It's got an awesome poster. The trailer looks so
scary.
Creepy, and I'm all in for this one.
Yeah, this is lights on while I walk upstairs to bed job.
Don't want to get abducted and locked in a basement?
Yeah, man, it's all in my head, but I'm sold on myself that it's real.
And then Jaxon, this one's for you in June. First movie of July 7th. Thor: Love and Thunder. Take it away.
I'm a bit indifferent about this movie. I don't want it to be bad. My ex was working on it, and I fucking heard a lot of stuff about it and about like the sets, and I'd always be like, "Can you tell me more?" And she went, "No, I can't." I'm like, "Okay, good girlfriend you are." And like, then she was going to tell me when they were filming in Centennial Park one day, so I could be there. And she's like, "Oh, actually, no, I can't do it." I'm like, "Oh, cool." So I'm a bit dirty over. I couldn't see what was going on with that, but yeah, it looks hectic. Like Chris Hemsworth, beautiful, beautiful man. I want to do like Chris Hemsworth training program this year and become massive. But yeah, no,
well,
this is good.
Aren't you gone sober for a few months? Go in the full trainer mode.
No, I'm
back jacked out, Jaxon.
Those. Yeah, you run or get jacked. You can't have both. They're a conflict of interest.
Maybe I can do it in July because I've got my marathon in April. So then July will be my other sobriety, and I'll get jacked then. So yeah, done. Perfect time. I'll see Thor get inspired, and then
Jacked Jaxon in July. All the J's, triple J's.
Jackson.
Jackie.
But yes, I'm really looking forward to it. So yes, I would love to go to that if you get an invite, please.
I will do my best.
You can have it.
Yeah, the first Thor I was kind of indifferent on. Like Thor is a character that just doesn't do a lot for me. So, yeah, the trailer looks cool. So we'll see how it goes.
I just love Taika, and I love like his ideas with it all and what he's done, and especially with like Korg. It's funny. I see on TikTok anytime a New Zealander's TikTok blows up and they're talking in their accent, Americans just comment being like, "Oh, you sound like Korg," and it's like, bro, this is what we all sound like, idiots. Like, have you not been exposed to New Zealand people? But yeah, Korg, hilarious.
New Zealand people.
I'm going to see one after this, actually.
And then July 31st, Jordan Peele comes back with his next horror movie called Nope. At the moment, all we have is a teaser trailer, but as of Super Bowl, we will have the full trailer. So yeah, I'm keen for this. Anything Jordan Peele, I'm going to be there. So I enjoyed Get Out. Last of Us, not Last of Us.
Us was disappointing, man.
Us was a big disappointment, but then Candyman brought it back up. So hopefully this one continues the upward trajectory.
Look, even if he puts out 5 more crap movies, he'll still be king for Get Out.
Yeah, that movie.
I don't know any of these movies.
Oh my god, it's too arty for you, bro.
I don't know. Get Out's not super arty, but it is a little bit.
Definitely it's a bit of a thinker.
Oh, very much. Okay, so Nope might not be for Jaxon, but maybe the next one will be.
Nope.
Black Adam on July 28th. Do you have any idea what Black Adam is?
Like Blackadder, the show.
No, it's the next Rock movie playing a DC superhero, Black Adam.
Really?
Funnily enough, I actually saw this video today of The Rock during the Attitude Era. Very racist. So I'm kind of indifferent to The Rock at the moment. So, yeah, I was doing the rounds on Twitter. But, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You would have seen it, right?
I've seen it. And, like, it annoys me that people are calling out wrestlers for promos in the Attitude Era where everything was, like, pushing boundaries and their characters. It's not like
Yeah,
they
they're
were
acting,
saying,
it's like
"Get
if they're in a
at
movie
home."
and no, I agree.
Mm.
But yeah, also I'm more Marvel than DC, so maybe you and Blake can see this one.
Jamie's going alone.
I might have to drag Buddy to Black Adam. Hey, if The Rock comes out for the screening again, I'm going again. I've been close to The Rock once, and it's an electrifying experience.
You would be so small next to The Rock.
Oh yeah, he's huge. He's a big man. So then in August we get the movie The Man from Toronto. Stars Kevin Hart, Woody Harrelson, Kaylee Cuoco, Ellen Barkin. No trailer at the moment, but just that cast, I was like, that looks interesting. So we'll see when the trailer comes out. The trailer might just totally ruin it for me. So, and then
Sounds like a movie about Kawhi Leonard and Toronto Raptors winning the championship, and they just have this weird bloke just like laughing and being the funniest What a fun guy.
Then on
What a fun guy.
August 26th, we get another superhero movie, The Samaritan, starring Sylvester Stallone. So, interested to see Sly in a superhero movie. Could be a fun spin, or it could be horrible.
It sounds like he's the type of superhero that, like, if there was an old lady crossing the road, he'd fly in and like walk across the road, and be like, my job here is done. Fly off.
And it disappears.
Oh my god, that's pretty accurate.
Late in the year is packed with superhero movies, because on September 1st we get another one, Secret Headquarters, which stars Owen Wilson. So
Love Owen Wilson.
Oh, I think another Today Show special. I think I've seen the trailer. Hey, Brooke Boney, she's got
Oh, love her.
she does entertain on Today Show, bro. She's got.
Okay, I need to start watching Today Show.
What'd you say it was called, Jamie?
Secret Headquarters.
Secret.
Yeah, when I had a look yesterday, there was no trailer.
Like, have you seen Midnight in Paris? You've surely seen.
I watched it a couple weeks ago.
Of course you have.
So good. It's a hidden gem.
I had to watch it in 3 parts after I took my mum to see. Is it? No, wait, who's it? Not Monet. It's the other one. Who's it?
Van Gogh's in it.
Yeah.
And Scott F. Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I took mum to the Van Gogh exhibition, and mum was like, "You have to watch this Midnight in Paris." I sat down and watched it in 3 parts, and I was like, "Okay, it's all right."
Picasso's in it too, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's sick. It's really
for an
really
arty
good.
movie. I like that one. So
Really
yeah,
good movie. That's very basic. That's very easy to watch. It's like very basically shot. This isn't the Owen Wilson movie I've seen on Today Show.
Probably. They probably had the hot scoops, but
No,
yeah,
I've got lots of good stuff.
Secret Headquarters could be interesting. Again, no trailer, so it could be absolute trash. On September 8th, we get another horror movie, Salem's Lot, which is another Stephen King adaptation. So, like we said, Stephen King kind of always delivers something pretty decent, so we'll see how that one is.
Yeah, the thing is, though, is he? I think I would have read something. Does he have to sign off on every movie now, or does someone own just the rights to all his like estate? Because there's been a couple movies that have been pretty way off, and like that. What was that TV show we attempted to watch? Like a few things like yeah, they're based on Stephen King novels, but there's some that just can't be endorsed by Stephen King.
I assume he probably just signs off. He probably just signs off on the rights, gets paid, and then has no like connection to it. Whereas back in the day with like some of the earlier ones, yeah, like with some of those earlier ones, he was probably a lot more involved. Where
but now
to make sure, like these sort of B and C tier movies, he's just like,
that's what I mean. Like at this stage,
just pay me for the book. I don't care.
They're just getting through all the books that are left over. So they're just making what they can out about whatever they can.
And then also on September 8th, another Jaxon special, rom-com starring George Clooney and Julia Roberts. Look what you've done to yourself now, Jaxon.
I love rom-coms. I'm all about it. I'm going to watch one tonight, actually. I was supposed to go to something, but I'm not going to do that anymore.
So yeah, and then September 15th, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That could be.
Speaking of spin-offs.
That's just your Shrek spin-off there for you. So that's a Blake special for sure.
Blake will love it. He'll be like, "This is better than Shrek
I
1."
need Puss in Boots. I need a donkey spin-off.
Need a donkey.
How good would that be?
Oh, that would be the weirdest movie, just a donkey spin-off.
Yeah, he like has like dreams and aspirations to become like a racehorse, but he goes to like school and they're a donkey.
He ends up with the
That-
Zapdo dogs instead.
Yeah, he ends up with the dogs instead. This will suit you better, donkey.
That actually sounds like something they would do, so that'd be funny.
That sounds good.
October 6th, I'm positive Jackson's excited for this one. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh my god! Up until the recent Spider-Man, the cartoon Spider-Man was the best one I ever seen. I cannot wait for this one. This is this is going to be my number one for the year. I think. Like, I'm so hyped for it. So hyped. Oh yeah. Oh, bro.
Based on how good that first animated Spider-Man was,
Yeah.
like Into the Spider-Verse, that was so good, and this one just looks just as good. They've got a ton of different art styles this time as well, so like every Spider-Man has, or every different universe has a different animation team working on it, so it's all going to look super different, super cool. So very keen for that one on October 6th.
Yeah.
And on October 13, we finally get conclusion to the new Halloween trilogy when Halloween Ends drops. That'll be one that Blake and I
This is
are all over.
quickly coming out, this one. I feel like we have to wait a long time between the first one and the sequel. It's nice that this one's a bit of a bang bang.
Yeah,
And
like,
look, it's
well,
mid-February, so October's like next month, so we don't have to wait long.
Mate, we're going to be talking about Home Alone 4 in like a blink of an eye. And so how good this one. Like, it's
Comparing that and Love Actually.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I know the plan was to originally film Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends at the same time, and
Yeah, you were saying that.
it ended up getting slightly delayed. So yeah, it's still cool that we're getting it within 12 months. So very keen for that one.
Honestly, if Mike Myers is dead, then I don't know. I just don't know. I can't see them ever killing him. It's pointless.
I just hope it's a fitting conclusion to the trilogy, so it doesn't just. I don't want it to leave some weird, like, open-ended thing.
I know. I don't want to keep waiting. I don't want to keep watching these movies. I love them, but just
Yeah,
let me live. Let me get on with my life.
My hope is that they conclude the Mike Myers story, and then in like the post credits or something, introduce Jason Voorhees, and then do a Jason trilogy.
Or they do like a Mike Myers, the origin of Mike Myers, like a biopic of when he started as a kid, like how he got to.
Nah, it's got to be Jason.
Right.
Are you talking about Austin Powers? Like
Yeah.
the guy that plays Austin Powers?
Yes, this is the same guy.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Runs around stabbing people.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
And then on October 20, we get the movie Don't Worry, Darling, which is a weird psychological thriller starring Harry Styles and Florence Pugh. It looks very trippy. Very, very trippy.
What'd you call it?
He's making a lot of acting debuts. It's good. That movie sounds like what I used to say to my ex when I go on benders. Don't worry, darling, I'll have a good night. So I'm in. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, so basically it follows
I've seen this. This looks ridiculous.
Florence Pugh's character, and she finds out that her husband, Harry Styles, has some big secret. So we'll see what that...
Oh, he's got secrets, Harry.
Looks like he's going to be some sort of hectic murderer or something. So we'll see.
Yeah, this looks mad.
And then on November 3, we get another double bill. For the music fans, we get a Bee Gees movie.
This is who's doing this? Stan or something?
Not entirely sure. I just remember seeing untitled Bee Gees movie, and that was literally all I could find. There was no trailer or anything. So
Yeah, I remember seeing this one on the Today Show a while ago.
I'm not a huge Bee Gees fan, but I think for Bee Gees fans, this could be epic.
Yeah, I'll get around any music biopic, to be honest. They're
Well,
all
the,
so well made. I've yet to see a crap one.
The Freddie Mercury one was awesome. So
It was so wrong though. Like it just factually was so incorrect, but it was still a great movie. It was more like a fiction than a non-fiction. I always get them confused, but yeah, I love the Queen movie, but it was not on.
and from what I've heard, Rocket Man is good too. So
Oh, I've seen it a few times. Haven't you seen Rocket Man?
Nope.
Bro.
It's on my list. I just never get around to watching it. There's always something else I'd
It's
prefer to watch.
So good.
Does anyone want to guess if I've seen it?
I reckon
No,
you've seen
you
it.
definitely have
haven't
not.
seen it.
Oh.
I don't like Elton. Actually, I haven't been the biggest fan of Elton John, but now that cold heart thing that I'm playing pretty much every single DJ set, I'm getting around Elton John, so I think I'll sit down and I'll watch it.
Look how big that song is. He's like just completely double dipped. Just remixed his own song and is making lots of money out of it.
One of the biggest songs in the world at the moment.
Yeah, it's massive. It's a bop. It is a bop.
Out of the two music movies, the Bee Gees or the Elvis one, I'm leaning way towards the Elvis before I look at the Bee Gees movie.
I really hope the Elvis one explores his naughty side as well, because that would be interesting.
Did Elvis have a side that wasn't naughty?
I mean, he's naughty, but like
Please
Bee
tell
Gees
me.
are squares. Like you look at like Elvis and you're like,
Yeah, they're very sterile, aren't they?
Yeah, that'll be the interesting thing with the Elvis one, how like sugar coated it is.
I hope it's like Walk the Line naughty. Johnny Cash.
mm.
That was sick. That
I never seen it, but
they completely ratted him out as a drug addict. It's mad.
I need a Nirvana one.
Hey, you'd like Walk the Line, man. Watch it.
Okay.
And then also on November 3rd, The Flash finally gets his movie in the new DC universe.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the kid out of The Incredibles for a sec. What's his name? His name's Flash, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I need a Flash spin-off.
This Flash looks like it's going to be DC's answer to the Doctor Strange movie, where they're going to set up all the like multiple universes and crossovers between Batman, Superman, all of that sort of stuff. And different Batman, different Superman, and that. So that could be interesting, or it could just be horrible. Like DC hasn't got the greatest track record, so we'll see how that is.
DC very, I don't want to say it, I would say very hot and cold. You can get like absolute cracker movies like Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, but then you can get absolute like train wrecks like the first Suicide Squad. So you want to go one of two ways, but I always find it weird watching a movie that a TV show's been about. So I don't know who the Flash is going to be, but I recognize the Flash as the bloke in the TV show. So
it's Ezra Miller, which I don't think is the TV guy.
Ezra Miller sounds like he sings on a Flume song.
It is. Isn't it the same person?
No, I think you got Ezra on something, but like
it's just Ezra, mate. Maybe it's just Ezra. I know the song, man. I think it's the same thing. The same every time.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope DC have learnt from the most recent Suicide Squad and just lean into, let's not try and be like the Batman, this dark, brooding, crazy story. Let's just lean into the silliness and the campiness of Flash, who's just a dude that can run fast and can alter timelines because he runs so fast.
It's me. If I was a superhero, I'd be the Flash.
Yep. Running all over the shop.
Anymore, see how fast I've been running lately, but whatever.
No, I actually do check drivers do all the time.
He doesn't run anymore. He just stalks you and where you've been running.
I mean, I know social media. I've got to check something daily.
Yeah, I reckon it's the best social media platform because everyone's so supportive. And they're like,
that's what I mean. It's so good. It's very healthy.
And then we're getting towards the end of the year. November 10th, another Marvel flick that Jackson's going to be super keen on. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Yep. That's going to be interesting what they do with that.
That's going to be a sad one, I think. Real sad.
100% going to be a sad one.
I'm interested to see what they do with his sister in the movie. given the actress's vaccine hesitancy and conspiracy
Yeah.
theory spreading. Like, I think the original plan was to make her the new Black Panther, but all of those plans could have been thrown up in the air after all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be one that's just going to make me cry in like the first 10 minutes, though.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it'll be like when the first Marvel movie came out when Stan Lee died, and they did that first like tribute, and I can't remember what it was, but everyone just fucking was crying, and it was like they'll do something similar at the start, and everyone will just be like, oh yeah.
And then on November 17th, we get a very heavy movie, He Said, which is a drama all about the old Harvey Weinstein scandal and the speaking out movement. That I feel like that's prime Oscar bait movie. That one's going to be right up there for
big
awards, I think.
Bombshell vibes.
I hope it's a little bit better than Bombshell. Like Bombshell was good, but
flex, wasn't it?
Not as great as I expected it to be.
They missed the point.
And then November 23, we get Creed 3. I loved the first two Creeds, so I'm excited to see this one.
Is that a boxing movie?
Yep.
Yeah, I like the soundtrack. I've never seen it, but I really like the soundtracks when
soundtrack on both of them is awesome. So I hope they do that again. And
love a good soundtrack.
Michael B. Jordan playing Creed. I like it. If you like Rocky, check out the Creed movies because they are basically just Rocky.
They call it. If so, I'll watch it.
November 15th, a movie that has been in the works for what feels like over a decade, Avatar 2.
Oi, is that those blue people?
James Cameron's Avatar 2. Yeah, the blue
Never seen
alien.
Never seen the first one. I was having a chat about it at work the other day with someone though.
Of course, neither of you have seen it.
It's just, I don't know. It's just tough. I don't know, man. Isn't there? There's like an Australian actor in it. That was like one of his first big movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, it's a cool movie. I don't know how well it holds up now, given all of the special effects that are in it.
Yeah, it was very bit before its time at the time. Even though it's not that old.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those. Avatar 2, I think, is going to be one of those ones that forces me to go back and watch the original, and then watch this one and see sort of how crazy the special effects are. This one is all about watching it just to see how good the special effects are. And then at the moment, we only have 2 movies announced for Boxing Day, which is traditionally a huge release day. First up, Aquaman 2. Didn't see the first one, so have no real expectations for Aquaman 2.
Do you know what's funny? Whenever I think of Aquaman, I don't actually think of the Jason Momoa movie of Aquaman. I actually think of Entourage. And Entourage, James Cameron directed Aquaman. So
oh my god, how bad did that movie look?
He's like running down the boardwalk, and he's like, I'm rewatching Entourage at the moment, but so I think of Aquaman, and I think of James Cameron. I think of Vincent Chase.
That looks so bad.
Little Vincent Chase is like Aquaman, compared to a big Jason Momoa.
I
don't make better sense.
Is it bad that when I think of Aquaman, I don't think of the actual Aquaman? I think of the rip-off Aquaman from The Boys.
Oh, the better one. Was that? Who was that? Was that Chase? No. Who played the actor of that?
Oh,
wasn't the bloke? It wasn't the bloke from Gossip Girl, was it? It was.
Yeah, it was.
It was the guy from. Yeah. Oh, when's The Boys coming out? I can't wait for the next season of that. That's a hectic show.
That's a little bonus we've got coming up once we finish the movie list.
Oh, yeah.
The other big movie for December for Boxing Day, Mario. Did you watch the YouTube link I put in for this one? The announcement of the Mario movie.
Oh, I think I've seen it. Hey, is this like another moody sort of trailer like Buzz was?
Nah, not at all. This So we haven't got an official trailer. All we've got is the
Yeah.
Nintendo, hey, we're making a Mario movie. It's an animated movie, but the voice cast as Mario, we get Chris Pratt.
What?
Interesting casting choice.
I don't like Chris Pratt anymore.
As Princess
Yes, he did
Peach,
that.
we get Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
As Luigi, we're getting Charlie Day. Jack Black is playing Bowser.
Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong.
Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
That's
and
actually
Keegan-Michael
good.
Key is Toad.
Yeah,
I love
no,
Seth Rogen. I've actually got a Donkey Kong tattoo because I don't know if you ever played James Bond GoldenEye when you were younger. Maybe not you, Blake.
Is that PlayStation 1 game?
No, it's Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64, Jesus.
And there
You were
was
so
there was
young.
this mode, and it was called DK mode, and everyone got a big head. And I got called DK mode in school because I got a big head. So now I have a Donkey Kong tattoo, and it's my favorite. So and I
Yes.
love Seth Rogen, so I'm excited just for that. That's a slam dunk.
How good. Yeah, Chris Pratt playing an Italian plumber. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's already come out and said, I'm not doing an accent. So,
What?
well,
Cultural
imagine how
appropriation.
he'd get slammed for doing an
He's gonna, bro.
Italian accent.
He probably spoke to God in Hillsong, and God in Hillsong was like, "Don't do this," and he's like, "Okay, God, whatever you say."
Yeah, like being animated, I think that might save it, but this could very easily be the worst movie of 2022.
Yeah. Really, no, just ruined a whole legacy.
The Mario movie from the past was horrible, so they haven't got a high bar to get over for this one. So yeah, that's the movie list for 2022. There's some really good ones, and there's some that are sleepers, and then yeah, there's Mario, which
There's
could
some
be
absolute
horrible.
bangers.
What about what's happening with the homie Groot and Guardians of the Galaxy? I thought that was coming out this year, or has that been rescheduled?
Yeah, so when COVID hit and they had to sort of bump a bunch of the Marvel stuff back, Guardians got pushed back to next year.
Poor Groot. Well, I'm keeping care of him, you know.
And yeah, like I said, little bonus. Just picked out a few exciting TV releases coming up this year. March 6th, we get a show called Shining Vale, which is a horror comedy starring Courtney Cox. Looks like it could be a fun one.
Courtney Cox.
March 24 is a banger day for TV. Atlanta Season 3. I feel like Jackson's probably a massive Atlanta fan.
Yeah.
Yes. Fuck. Yes. Oh.
Yeah. That'll be put that one on the list for Jackson, I think. We also get the Halo TV show on Paramount Plus, which looks like it would be okay. Doesn't look like it's going to be horrible, so we'll see.
I just want to be able to play Halo on my PlayStation. Why is life so complicated?
Was it Halo on PlayStation?
No,
Or was
never.
it
No.
Xbox?
It's Microsoft.
It's an Xbox exclusive, but
I just want it on my PlayStation. I don't have an
Place-
Xbox. I love Halo.
PlayStation did just buy Bungie, so you'll be getting future Bungie games on PlayStation.
Yay.
Even though they don't make Halo anymore, so
Just want Halo 1, the original, on my PlayStation 5, please. Surely there's something
Maybe
out there
one
that can
day.
make that happen.
maybe
Just
one day.
get a computer, and I've been playing the original Counter-Strike on my computer lately against bots. It's heaps fun. I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
you can
14
play.
again.
You can play Xbox games on PC.
Yeah.
You just got to get the subscription. March 30, the Disney Plus Marvel show Moon Knight hits. That one looks creepy and weird and interesting. And I love the Marvel TV show, so we'll see if that one lives up to it. June 3rd is where we get The Boys Season 3.
Bro, that's a birthday present from Jeff Bezos to me because it's 3 days after my birthday.
He was thinking of
happy
you.
he's doing that. Yes.
The only problem is I think they're doing week-to-week release again. That's cool, but
I prefer that. Like, I watch all the boys in one night. I prefer to like space it out. Like, yeah, no.
oh yeah,
better.
if they drop that whole season, it'd be finished that weekend, sure.
I'm taking an annual day, whatever day it comes out if they do. But no, hopefully it's week to week. When's Ted Lasso coming back? Please tell me that you've got news about that as well, because that's another great show.
no news on Ted Lasso yet, unfortunately. On September 2nd, though, the Lord of the Rings TV show finally hits Amazon.
Yeah, there's still not much info about this, eh?
No, just a very brief teaser trailer, and the
ring.
fact that they've spent a ton of money on this.
It's gonna be good. It's not
is old mate? What's I can't remember his first name. Jackson, Peter Jackson doing that, or is it?
No, it's just a straight Amazon adaptation. So it'll be cool.
Please don't stuff it up.
Oh yeah, they could very easily stuff this up. With the amount of money they've invested in this, I don't see them.
And time. It's been coming for so long. Yeah, I've got faith. I'll write it in.
And then the other ones that have been confirmed to come out this year but don't have solid dates yet are the Game of Thrones prequel show House of the Dragon, which after the terrible ending of that, I hope this is good, but who knows? If they've got George R.R. Martin's books to work off, it'll be good. If they don't, if they're just making this up themselves, it's going to be horrible. Stranger Things Season 4 is coming. No set date. Only Murders in the Building Season 2 is coming. Very cool. Very excited for that. And then the PlayStation game The Last of Us, their TV show adaptation is coming later this year as well. And if it's half as good as that game, that will be the best TV show of the year.
That's been coming out for ages, eh? That's been a long time in the making, isn't it?
Yeah, they only started filming late last year, though, so they've just been working on the script for a long time. But yeah, that's the 2022 movie hype list. Is there a particular favorite each of you have coming up?
I can't actually remember what it's called, but I know Guy Ritchie's doing a movie in March, which we didn't discuss. And anything Guy Ritchie, I'll drop and see. I cannot wait to see that. But any Marvel movie, Spider-Man, Thor, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and then Thor in that order for me. And then,
yeah, I'm lining up for Top Gun already. I might even dress up when I go to the cinema.
Oh my god! Can we go
back.
together and I'll dress up? We'll dress up together.
I feel that's one of the movie. A lot of people will just come out of their shell and just throw the aviators and the bomber jacket on.
Yeah, done. Let's do it. It's also
so
it'll be just about to be it'll be winter as well. That's my another part of my birthday week. Everyone's celebrating. We'll dress up. Done.
It'll be so fun.
Yeah.
Either full bomber jacket aviators or flight suits and helmets.
Oh, yeah, flight suits
and helmets.
Or no shirts and just dog chains like the beach volleyball scene.
Yeah, done.
And just jeans.
Just swear jeans rolled up.
Yeah.
If we went helmets though, what would be your call sign on your helmet?
Whoa, that's a good one.
I'd probably just get the size of my helmet to brag how big my head is, to be honest.
Yeah, that's one to ponder.
Well, we could just put Mario on Jackson's. Alrighty. Thank you everyone for listening to the commentary booth. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to rate, review, and subscribe on podcast services, YouTube, and yeah, let us know in the comments what your most anticipated movie of 2022 is. Beginning next week, we're dropping our new format with Blake and myself reviewing Netflix's Texas Chainsaw Massacre and their show Archive 81. So look out for that one. You can follow Jaxon on TikTok at Jax_Carr and Blake on Twitter at Captain Crumbs with a Z. You can follow me on social media at JamieUpsMedia and at Pario Magazine. Thanks, boys, for joining me, and we will see you at the movies later this year.
See you around.
The Commentary Booth is a fan-funded production of Jamie Apps Media. You can support the podcast alongside our magazine, Pario Magazine, on Patreon at patreon.com/Jamie Apps Media. The following people supported at the community support group level or higher, and you cannot fathom how incredibly appreciative we are for their support. Blake Robinson, Brian and June Hart, Courtney Paulson, Darren Hatcliffe, Jaxon Carr, and Tracy Apps.